Hey guys, MarvelFan45 here, and today we're going to be reviewing Opera. Not to be confused with 1937's Opera, which I may review, but it was made by Dario Argento, who is considered the master of the giallo film for films like Suspiria, Deep Red, Phenomena. I may make a list of the best giallos just so you guys know what to check out, but there are much better lists on YouTube. But it's a fun movie. It's about basically there's an opera singer. She's the understudy for this girl. One day the girl gets hit by a car, I believe it was, and so she has to go and be the star of the show. But there's a killer who you'll recognize immediately if you've seen any movies. But, like, in terms of plot, like, if you know plot, you'll know who the killer is. But basically, the killer, forces her to watch him kill her friends. And it's screwed up, but it's a fun movie. And, like, there's a contrast because whenever, like, the main characters are on screen, it's like beautiful opera music, but whenever the killer comes on screen, it's like immediately like rock and metal music. It's a pretty fun movie, but it's from one of my favorite genres, the giallo. I love Italian film in general. But yeah, expect more giallo reviews eventually. But it's got great direction. There's an opening tracking shot with a crow. Well, there's multiple tracking shots of crows. And then the apartment scene and the bullet scene, I don't even know how they got. Because they're absolutely crazy to film. I mean, Dario Argento is one of the best directors. You may know him because he worked on Once Upon a Time in the West with Sergio Leone, but he made his own stuff. The entire movie is free on YouTube if you're interested, but it's a brutal movie. It's not for everyone. It's also insane. Like, the ending is absolutely, like, insane, but it's not the best giallo, but it's up there with like Suspiria, which I don't consider to be the best giallo. I actually prefer Phenomena and Inferno, which are also in my favorite movies of all time, because I'm insane and I put those in my favorite movies of all time. Like, I'll probably be doing a series, like I said in my last video, just going over some of my favorite movie. But the movie's in English, if you're worried about subtitles. It's got great direction if you, like, are just in it for the directing. Like, the apartment scene is, like, a good show of how to direct and make a scene intense, because, like, this isn't a spoiler, but basically the main character is trying to outrun the killer in her apartment and she has to escape, and there's opera music playing on full blast. The camera is going everywhere, it's spinning, it's like you're in the character's head. But I mean, if you know Dario Argento, you know how good this movie is. There's not his best, but one of his best. I mean, he's done better, but like, you'll just have fun with it. I mean, the ending in general is just insane. Not like a Phenomena level of crazy ending, not the one with John Travolta, the one with Jennifer Connelly. But yeah, I guess I'll go into some spoilers now. So if if you haven't seen the movie, you haven't seen any giallos, and you're into horror, check this out. If you're maybe not into horror and a little squeamish, maybe not so much. But the bullet scene, okay, this is spoilers. So basically they don't know who the real detective guy is in the scene. There's one in the apartment and there's one outside. And so the detective just shoots this girl through the peephole of a door, but you see it from the peephole's perspective. And so it's like, how did he get a camera inside the peephole? Because it's not like a shot where he's looking outside the peephole. It's like literally inside the peephole. It's a trippy scene. But then the opera at the end, when they catch the killer by having... Because at the beginning of the movie, the killer is attacked by a crow. And so the crows know who the killer is, if that makes sense. It's foreshadowed at the beginning of the movie when the guy goes, oh, hey, the crows, they never forget. They know when they're talking to the cop. But, like, and the cop's the killer. But, like, at the end, they release all the crows, and they all immediately go for that guy. But then it turns out that guy is actually the main character's dad, and her mom did the same thing that he's doing to her, to him. And so it's a screwed up situation either way. I mean, not a good family situation. That was a bad joke, but it's a fun time. I mean, gets brutal. Gets very, very brutal. Not as brutal as some other movies we're going to be reviewing, but it gets there. Like, oh yeah, the ending with the crows. So the crow bites the guy's eye out. Like, you see the eye in the crow's mouth, and you see the crow swallow it. So, yeah, that's fun. But yeah, not much else to... Oh yeah, there's the most famous shot in the movie where she's in the glass cage, basically, and she has the knife thingies near her eyes, and she has to watch, and she has that shocked face. It's a trippy movie, man. But yeah, I'll be reviewing more giallos soon. But, like, I'll also be reviewing, a lot. Just expect a lot. I'll be reviewing tons and tons and tons of random stuff. Some will be popular, some will be stuff like you've never heard of. Some will be just funny, but yeah, stay safe, stay quarantined, have a good day. Try to go outside in your backyard, not close to anyone, but just get some breaths of fresh air. You don't want cabin fever. You don't want to end up like The Shining, or what's another, 1408, but that's not really a fair example. But yeah, don't let isolation make you go crazy. Have a good day. Bye. Glad you're subscribed, and just have a good time. Watch as many films as you can during this quarantine, but stay fit. Bye. Thank you for being here.